It started raining. 'Cause just rain down on me. Let your love shower me. Just rain on me. Today's gonna be a little different. I feel like people silently support me. If that makes sense, in a sense. And we're gonna chat about that. And we're just gonna get right in and start it. I'm not really good with like my talk through with makeup. As a makeup artist, I'm just used to just, doing the makeup and not really talking because I'm trying to get a person out in a timely fashion instead of taking like 2-3 hours on someone. I'm just trying to like boom, 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 boom. So I'm not really used to teaching. So here, I feel like I can take this as a learning tool so that I can start offering classes and whatnot. We never know what can happen. I did go ahead and prime my eyes using Born This Way. This is in the color Cookie. That's my mom's nickname. So cute. I feel like this is really, for me, this one is really good for like eyeshadow base for me. I didn't really care for it under my eyes, but opinions. Though opinions really matter, are we supposed to feel like opinions are golden? And I feel like a lot of people have them, but don't like opinions toward themselves. Just my observation. I'm going to take Matte Book. Love the Matte Book palette. This has matte shades in it. For my crease area, I'm going to take just 2 makeup brushes. I was asked, well, how many makeup brushes do you use when you're doing your own makeup? And I really try to minimize the amount of brushes that I'm using. Maybe it's because of my background of working for brands, actually being behind the counter. They don't like you to use a whole bombard of different makeup brushes. But when you're at home, you can use one at a time for each thing that you want to do. But for now, for this look here, we're just gonna utilize for 2 brushes. We're gonna go ahead and take this color here first. And we're gonna go slightly above our crease area. So as you could see, I am just lightly just buffing this into my crease area like this. At one point in my life, I used to live by opinions. Like, it's kind of sickening how like our society, secretly, in our households, like, before social media came, you would think about, well, the people were saying on the outside, but now it's just like every click, it's so easily to come by, different opinions, and it could change your own judgment on things, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad because you might not feel like one way about certain individual, certain situation, and then someone on the outside opinion comes and it's just like, dang, I didn't even view myself in that way. But being that you said that, or maybe I should view myself in that way, or am I missing something? It's really crazy. And just like with different makeup brands, like, we utilize everything, and if you haven't used nothing for yourself, yeah, it's good to get reviews and this and that, but if these people keeping it on their shelves and replenishing, maybe just try it out for yourself and formulate your own opinion. Just because it worked for someone else, maybe it might work for you. Don't work that way. Next, I'm going to take the red shade right here and a denser brush. This is the M433 Morphe brush. I'm just going to just dab it on, like pack it on, like right underneath the same color I have. And you know, why should opinions validate what we have going on for ourselves? Does another person's opinion make you who you are? I feel like it really shouldn't. You know, opinions can make us have a very vain look towards the world. Like, we just worried about physicality of everything and not really anybody's heart. That's just how you can get in a relationship, and you know, just because a person look good, but they really suck as an individual, you know, because of whatever the case is. People can become better. I don't want to say like they just suck. That's just putting it in a broad spectrum. But they could be really selfish towards other people's needs. I am just going to take just the rest of what's on the fluffy brush and go on top of it. But yeah, back to opinions. Because it's just going on. But yeah, like, you know, if you're, you know, digging this person just because of the outside appearance, that's your opinion of that person, you know. And then when you really get to know that person, they're not all what's cracked up. That beauty or that fineness doesn't match what you see on a day-to-day. Next, I'm trying to see, but I'm gonna use my same dense brush, the M433 Morphe brush. I think this is a little bit deeper. So I'm going to switch over to the Colored Raine Power Palette. Gorgeous palette. Comes with a nice little mirror. And we're going to take Snitch and we're going to just pack Snitch into our crease. Just a bit lower than the red. And you know, it could be just my opinion on how I feel like people support me secretly. You know, it's my opinion. You know, do I live by that standard? No, I've grown to grow out of it, and basically, like, if that is true, just face the terms with it. But otherwise, I don't let it consume me. I'm gonna keep coming back with more. You know, my presence is different. It's really different when someone meets me versus, like, you know, something that you could really capture in a camera or capture on film. So, and that's, to me, that's bigger than anything goes, because I know I'm true to myself. I'm going to take the first brush, kind of dusty, and just go over and just make sure everything is intact. Okay, and then I'm gonna go off camera and clean up my eyeball, and then prime it with a white base. Got all over my mirror. And then be right back. Okay? Okay. And we're gonna talk some more. Just like I feel like I don't understand how people are eating unhealthy, eating things that they should not be eating, but they're gonna drink a tea to make them lose weight, or in basic terms, make them poop. It just doesn't make sense to me, but that's just my opinion. you know, eat some green vegetables, get some greens in that system, so you can go to the bathroom. Now, we're going to take Aphrodisiac by MAC. MAC was one of the first brands to ever have like very pigmented eyeshadow. So I have my white eyeshadow base on, and what I like to do with eyeshadow bases now is set them. So I go in and just lightly dust on the eyeshadow just so I can set it and it doesn't crease up or anything. And then I take another layer and I just pat it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my liner on. You know what? I'm gonna go big with my lashes. I'm gonna use the Velux by I Envy. These are the fancy brand, the fancy one. So we're gonna put these on, line it up, and I'm gonna be right back. Like we have opinions. Now, I didn't really like this foundation when I first wore it, but on other people rave about it. A lot of people rave about it. So we're just gonna let you formulate your own opinion. So this is Juvia's Place in Savannah for 40. It was hard for me to match, so if it's not my perfect shade, I tried. And you know, I put my face oil on. So I'm gonna go in with their stick foundation, Juvia's Place. Now these were better than the foundation, and this is in Cameroon, and we're gonna contour with this. Last, I'm gonna take their concealer in 16. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and powder my skin in contour because it's the same thing that I've been using. Until it's new, I'll put it in that it is new. Camera time. If you really like the glam story, you will like this foundation. I just went ahead and used the Crayoncase, this color here, as far as like my blush, because I really didn't want to put in nothing, because I wanted the focal point to be my eyes here. Okay, to sum it up, opinions, throw them out the door. All the negative opinions don't matter. Value more of something more positive. Let's have a lot of positivity going on, which is rare these days. So that's the final look. I hope you makeup beauties like it. Until next time, like this video, thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't like the way it turned out. Subscribe, and I will keep coming back with more looks, and we can chit chat. That's it. That's all I gotta say.